All right, here we go. Welcome back, folks. And you know, throughout my life, I've always really loved trains. And as a kid, I was fortunate to take both the California Zephyr and the great Santa Fe Super Chief back to Chicago when my grandfather was alive and he lived back there. So I've grown up loving trains, had my model railroad and all that. Well, here is just a wonderful experience for you that you can look into, and it's something that I would love to do. First, let me welcome our guests, Nadia Starner from AAATravel.
Hello.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And Leslie Gardia, and she is from Rocky Mountaineer.
Good morning.
And did I pronounce your?
You did.
I did.
Good.
Great. All right.
That's good.
I am horrible at pronouncing names. What can I say? But I'm not horrible at talking about trains. And this, the Rocky Mountaineer, it just looks like an absolutely wonderful experience, and through some of the most beautiful area that North America has.
Yes.
And Nadia, tell me a little bit about how AAA got involved with this. I know AAATravel sets up all kinds of vacations, and this one is just very unique.
It is unique. AAA really loves Rocky Mountaineer because they give a top-notch service to our members. We really only look for companies that are secure and that can give an experience that our members are going to get their money's worth with, and we really enjoy Rocky Mountaineer. We have a lot of benefits with them because they offer our members things like $35 for souvenirs, or any kind of benefit that they can offer, they will, and we enjoy them as a first-class company. I mean,
Yeah.
they're an experience. Like they take you on a rail experience through the Canadian Rockies, and it's almost like going on the Orient Express. You really get an experience that is bar none to another company.
Yeah, it sounds that way. And one thing about AAA, we all remember growing up having the AAA travel books, and you've always partnered with great services, great hotels,
Right.
and destinations, and you'd have the diamonds, like the 5 diamond
Yes.
service and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff. Well, Leslie, I have to tell you, I've been up to this area before. I've been to Vancouver and Calgary and Banff, and while you're in Vancouver, you can look up to see Whistler. But what a great way to get around here. I'm going to hold up the map here. This, of course, is in Western Canada, and I see that this is also service out of Seattle. So tell me a little bit about the Rocky Mountaineer, how this got started, and what type of service that you offer.
Sure. Well, we are privately owned. We're a 23-year-old company, and we have been operating routes in West Canada only till recently. Vancouver to Jasper, or Vancouver to Lake Louise and Banff and Calgary. And recently, this season, we've introduced service into Seattle. So it's the first time ever a Canadian-based company has brought the train down into the U.S. So that will become a 3-day trip. But typically, we have 3 2-day routes. They're all daylight. And that's the real unique feature of Rocky Mountaineer, is that you're traveling only in daylight. You're only traveling at about 30 miles an hour. We have 3 classes of service, and our most popular level of service is our Gold Leaf service. It's a bi-level dome car where you sit up top with unobstructed views of the scenery. You dine downstairs, a la carte dining for breakfast and for lunch. You have live commentary on board. So you're just sitting back
right here, yeah.
and enjoying the scenery.
Absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
The scenery is really, really spectacular. And like I said, 80% of where we go, you can't drive. So you're seeing untouched natural beauty. So it's very much an experience. You can travel eastbound or westbound. You can go from Vancouver to Banff, or Banff to Vancouver, so you can go either way.
Okay.
If you're a train buff like yourself, you can do a circle trip where you take one route going and another route coming back. But typically people from Southern California would take an 8 or 10-day trip, of which 2 or 4 days of it is on the rail. And the rest of the time in the Canadian Rockies, you would do motor coach sightseeing, or if you're more adventurous, you could do a self-drive when you're in the national parks.
And you can, and through the Rocky Mountaineer, you can set up, and through AAA, a complete,
Right.
package like this.
AAA is very knowledgeable on both the destination and the product, and they can arrange the whole package vacation because you don't want to just go for 2 or 3 days. It is so spectacular. I really recommend you take in the whole area. You're traveling, like you mentioned, great Vancouver City, but in British Columbia, but
Yeah,
then you're
it's
moving
absolutely
over
beautiful.
to Alberta, which is actually in the Rockies. So you've got this great cosmopolitan city of Vancouver, and then as you take the train into the Rockies, you're actually in the mountains, around the mountains. And so it's
Yeah, the routes here are wonderful. And, you know, like you said, the cosmopolitan city of Vancouver, which in a way, the best way I describe it is somewhat like San Francisco, in fact, that it's all surrounded by water. You have the wonderful Sydney Park around there. And then you get over to Calgary. That, of course, is very much Texas. You have, if you go east, you have the plains there, very big cattle country out there, of course, the Calgary Stampede. But then you go up to Banff, and again, that's part of the stretch of the Rockies that come out of the United States and then up to Canada. It is beautiful. Banff is just absolutely beautiful.
It's a charming village, and then you've got Lake Louise that's only 45 minutes away, and it's just, you know, a picture postcard setting with the glacier green lakes. And I mean, at every turn, it's really a unique scenery. So, and so close to home. You're only 2.5 hour flight to Vancouver and 2.5 hour from Calgary.
Exactly.
Flying nonstop out of Orange County. So it's really accessible service.
And you've got, you offer a meal service on the train at different levels?
In Gold Leaf, since you're traveling 2 days, we have breakfast and lunch and snacks throughout the day. The journey is an all-day journey. You leave about 8:30, get in about 5:30. And you have live commentary, your drinks, non-alcoholic, alcoholic are included throughout each of the 2 days.
Okay,
so that's all
and when
included.
you get to your destinations, if you're on a multi-day journey, you have, a part of the package is you have the hotels set up along the routes.
Right. The package would include your hotels in Vancouver and in the Rockies, your train, and your sightseeing.
Okay.
And that's what AAA can book for you, is the entire package where they bring it all together, and it's a total vacation, of which Rocky Mountaineer is the core.
Yeah.
And it's popular with families, multi-generational. It's a great way to take your grandkids or your children and really have a great experience. The scenery alone is just a wonderful experience for all ages.
And the wildlife.
It is spectacular.
When you see a grizzly
really
bear or a moose at the side of the track, we travel at what we call Kodak speed. So because we're private, you can slow down and get those pictures of the bear and the eagles and the osprey. It's quite awesome when you see that in the wild.
It really is. And as I said, years ago, I went from Calgary. We drove up with some friends to Banff, and going up there, you go along Lake Louise and inlet. It was a long, long drive. I remember that. But getting up to the Rockies up there, it's absolutely spectacular. It really is. And you have the big chateau-style hotels. And I guess for me, you know, people from Canada, this is normal. But to see an actual one of the Canadian Rockies, the Canadian, what are they? The Mounties, I was thinking of,
you get the full experience.
And they were dressed in the whole thing. I'm going, wow, they really do exist, you know.
You know, you ran a great point about the hotels. When you're traveling in our Gold Leaf service, we use all of the iconic hotels when you stay there. Banff Springs Hotel, Chateau Lake Louise on the lake, Jasper Park Lodge. So not only are you getting a luxury experience on the train, we transition that to great hotels and great sightseeing. So it really brings a great package together.
It really does. And Nadia, how does somebody set this up?
Well, they come into our office or they call our office, and all our agents amongst all of us, we have over 60 years experience, so we will be more than capable of helping any family, any couple get on the rail and enjoy their time, and they can do it as independently as they'd like.
And a question for you, do you have to be a AAA member?
You don't have to be a member, but it would behoove you not to be a member because of the benefits you receive as a member, you get that added bonus. You get really money back for being a member.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and on the screen there, I might have had the wrong number. I put
Okay.
3470. It's
598-3474.
Oh, it is 74. Okay, and here I have a 3400. So I'm not sure. All those numbers go to.
I believe they will go.
Okay.
Our office, you want to get the 3474. If you get
Okay.
a machine for any reason, leave a message.
Okay.
We call right back. We make sure the day doesn't end until we reach our members.
Okay, so we'll check up on that for
Yeah.
you, or you can go to the email at it's AAATravel Laguna Hills at AAA-California California abbreviated.com.
Right.
And best way to do it is if you forget that, just go online and put AAA Travel Laguna
Sure.
Hills, and
Laguna
it'll get
Hills,
you.
and we will be more than happy.
All
to
right,
help
this sounds like absolutely a wonderful tour. And a lot of the folks here grew up with rail service.
Right.
And this is a great way to take the family, the grandkids, give them their first taste of what it used to be like, of a wonderful train trip, wonderful food, and absolutely spectacular scenery. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, great for celebrations too. Special birthdays, special anniversaries. It's really a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience.
Yeah, and they can pick the length of travel that they want.
If they have
don't
only
have to dedicate
5 days,
Right.
if they
weeks
have
and-
10 days, 12 days.
Okay.
Really, that's what's great about AAA is that they can customize the package with Rocky Mountaineer to exactly your budget, the amount of days you want to travel. So that's where the expert with AAA really is advantageous.
Yeah, and that should be
to
your
trip
first
planning.
stop, and
Yes.
we have these available, the
We will
brochures
have
and
the
all.
brochures
Okay, this is a
available
great,
and all the
great
information
brochure.
that you need. Yeah, and if you're not going to go to Alaska, Canada will give you the animals, the scenery,
Yeah.
everything that you need, and you don't have to take a 7-day cruise. You can go like as little as 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, and the
you
convenience
really
of
enjoy yourself.
going right into either Seattle or really Vancouver is only about
2.5 hour plane trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
an
it's
easy
so
way.
accessible, it's so accessible. So often people want an experience today. They want something unique and something different, but they don't want that 15-hour flight to get there anymore.
Yeah.
It's very, very appealing
Right.
In that respect.
Yeah, and the cities, both Vancouver and Calgary, whatever one, the different points there as far as the major cities that are involved here are wonderful cities. They're totally different from each other.
Right.
But you can, in Calgary, they have that fort there that you can look at and all.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. Both those cities are a lot of fun, a lot to see.
Yeah.
Great way to start your destination, maybe spend a few days in that city, take your rail tour, and AAA can handle all that.
Right.
Thank you both for coming
You're
on.
welcome.
welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It brings back my memories of
We'll
rail
have to
travel.
Get you
and-
on it real
Yeah.
soon.
I know,
You
I'll have
need
to-
to check
I'll give
that
you a
out on
call.
your train
Yesteryear,
list.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Right.
Thank you very
You're
much.
so welcome. Thank you.
All right, and coming up next, folks, if you like good music, we're going to talk about the Village Symphony.